talked about it. You want that camera time? Make it to the Infinity Blade. Make it there. Pick it up. Be the guy to make history. To pick this thing up first.
Oh man, it's going to be ridiculous when it comes out.
Oh my gosh. I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to see.
Look how many bodies just went, because that bus was like more on that northeastern to northwestern front, right on the top of the map, and so many players just jumped and then went over to the snow portion of the map.
And look, Nice is going for it.
So he tweeted at me.
Wait.
He tweeted at me and told me that he was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't think that players would go for it. I didn't think players were going to go for it early on.
Uncontested? There is a player up there, but look, remember, everything he hits now is going straight into his resource pool. Instantly farms it to pretty much cap and puts it in. Look at his resource.
And what is it, a 40% harvesting rate as well?
Exactly. He's now max stone. How quick was that? This is an advantage to kick things off. And I mean, it's available for everyone, so.
And early game too, it's great because you're not really looking to get any particular items. And Fulmer actually just picked up an elimination there.
Wow. Off the bat, one of the earliest elims. You hate to see it to get in a competitive game and have your chances taken away just like that from someone like Fulmer. Diggy's in a problem now.
Diggy got a player above him here. Sees him moving around, but he wants to figure out what his movement is going to be, and he's going to get tagged up quite a bit. He's going to be in that low ground, loses a chunk of HP from that one. Needs to be very careful.
You don't want to play that low ground, especially at left camera peek. You saw Diggy kind of aim into his left. He realized he was in a bad situation, and he's even a worse one now. He can't even build out of here.
Well, Yink, I don't know what his kit is. Okay, so he has no shields. Yink has no shields right now. It's kind of evened out here between the two of them.
Definitely. Heavy AR, he does land a headshot there, putting Yink here in a bad situation. But yeah, high ground is dominant.
Gets it. Yeah, it was just all came into the high ground there. Despite the life lead kind of being, relatively the same, right? He was able to pop that big pot, give himself 50% or 50 shields.
Right.
Just really wasn't playing out in his favor. But the king of Tilted.
Here we have Ghost Aiden coming in, and Aiden's playstyle is aggressive, and he is not changing it today. It's already on the push here. That was a lot of damage done.
I can respect that. He just went right for it, knew exactly where that player was.
You have to, and he's kind of contemplating whether or not he wants to push really hard. Remember, because you can place a trap down at any moment here, but he's got this player on the run. He knows this is his battle to win.
Good build up now. He's just looking for it.
Looking for the edit?
Yeah.
Oh,
real briefly.
No.
Dummy ends up getting it.
That's so unfortunate. It denies him the elim because he slipped off the build.
Yeah, that is a rough one. That is definitely a rough one. But let's take a look at some of the other plays that happened. So Nice.
No way. Is he going to find him?
With the Infinity Blade.
Oh my gosh. Destroyed him.
Oh, boy.
What? You got to be feeling good after that one.
All right, Nice. I take everything back that I said online.
Oh my gosh.
You are right.
Okay, so another thing I want to touch on for those of you guys tuning in, this format is a little bit different. Similar to last week's Scavenger Cup mode, where players get, paid out in health on the elim time around, and Storm Surge is available, but looks like we got another battle here. The aggression is real.
Boys took a lot of damage there. He's going to have to back away, pop those minis for the time being, and doesn't really have much of an angle. He's going up, that is going to be that long range AR.
I like what he's doing here. He's gonna give up the rift. He's gonna back up here and play to his loadout's benefit, which is long range. And no, gets tagged really hard.
He got beamed big time. You may need to use that rift to just get out of here. Yeah.
That's it. He's going to try and get out. If he gets tagged one time all in the air, it's over. It's 2 HP.
Yeah, he has nothing. You can basically sneeze on him at this point. And they're playing around the block, the new area that just dropped just the other day. There's nothing there right now. That is a community area that will be updated frequently, I'm sure. But right now, there's not really much to fight around there, so he's going to have to get out. But over, once again, to Ghost Aiden, back at Tilted Towers.
Is that a Stormwing just coming in, and the Stormwing wraps that one up?
The Stormwing
takes it.
There's been a lot of stealing here. Aiden has not had a very good run.
Worked 2 elims just slipped out of his grasp.
That's rough, man.
That would have been a whole point right there. So now he's just sitting at 1 elimination.
That is rough. Very rough
man,
for
if
him.
you're Aiden right now, you gotta be feeling some kind of way here, dude. Look at that. He puts all this pressure in on the player, and the Stormwing just comes in right from the top, raining fire down, crashes right through him.
Oh, word. That is just ridiculous. Nav with the Stormwing raining down, shooting shots onto this build fight that's going on here. And
We're looking at a new era of Fortnite. It's
it really
being
is
dominated by people that want to take advantage of pretty much the damage items, right? Like this Stormwing that you're able to rain down crazy fire, and the Infinity Blade.
There are options now, right?
There's so many options.
And I know that for a lot of the... it's just not a care in the world for now. I know that for a lot of players, they really value their build battles and what they're able to bring to the table. Here's another replay here. As a matter of fact, a nice pick off onto T-Rose. And that
Aiden with a clean headshot right there. They brought back one pump, and you love to see that right there. Nice connection.
Oh, yeah. But basically what I was getting at, though, Monster, was that you're at a new generation of Fortnite where there are options. It's not necessarily about just being the greatest builder in the world, the greatest like Symphony or tfue, who are just amazing editors, right? It's not just about that. It's about utilizing other parts of the game as well.
Yeah.
And if for a competition like this, you have to take that time to kind of look at the different options that are being presented to you and play it to your advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Recognizing your play style and then like really going for it is really where it's at. And yeah, it looks like we have our first taste of two Stormwings kind of going at it one-on-one, but someone's going to bail out. And Farika looking like the better flyer here, better pilot. Gonna go ahead and take advantage. He's behind him, but looks like a little bit of a disengage. You don't want to take damage on your Stormwing too early.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even got done to the first circle yet, right? Like
we're already at 69 players. I don't think I've ever seen more players eliminated faster in a competitive setting.
There's just so much going on here. Back over to Aiden. Still
Aiden looking to make his first point.
This is going to be big for him if he's going to be able to do so here.
I mean, to be honest, he's getting threatened by another player, but he doesn't care.
Well done.
Pushes straight through.
That was Bizzle too, fellow Ghost brethren. That's a rough one, but hey, it's every player for themselves here. Now there's going to be another individual by Aiden.
Aiden doesn't care. And this is the player that was throwing those nades, and there it is.
Nice
Finds
shot.
him. Clean shot. Aiden now just another Elim shy of a point.
Very well done from Aiden. Now locked himself in those points. Got some more activity as Harrians and Trevier, as well as Sofa. And the plane came in, and Trevier gets that elimination onto Sofa.
What a weird engagement. So Trevier
really
was just with his back against the wall, no HP. Sofa comes over thinking he's going to get himself an easy Elim, focuses the wrong player. Trevier takes advantage.
And I also think, too, for the players that are focusing on the Stormwing, like, you might be able to get 1 or 2 eliminations, maybe 3 eliminations, can get yourself a point. But there's also a lot of activity that's going around you that you're just missing out on. And if you're not careful, the game can kind of run away from you very quickly, especially as you're flying in the air. Everyone's like, okay, just take the plane down. Yeah,
and that's another good point. The more you're flying around, the less time you're taking to like harvest resource, right? So like you're setting yourself up for a bad end game if you can't really find the elimination.
You're really leaning on the Stormwing to get you the elims necessary, and then you'll loot the resources from those players.
That's
but if that player used a bunch of resources to protect themselves against you, guess what? You have none of those resources now.
You're not going to pick anything up. And here we have Bloom Persecute with a little bit of tension in his area. He's on someone's trail here. I wonder if the player knows. That's Armin TV looking to run.
He has no idea, and we were just informed Sword not in play anymore, so I wonder what happened to Nice.
Oh, is the Infinity Blade snatched away?
The Infinity Blade's gone.
Hopefully we'll get a nice little replay package of that. But Persecute still looking to kind of hunt down this player. That was a very aggressive...
Aiden just picked up another elimination, and there's the Infinity Blade. So it's out in the storm, so no one's really going to go for that one. No real reason to. I wanted to see it late game. I know, guys, you hate us, but we just want to see the world burn.
That's right, that's right. But hey, I mean, Nice did put up a show. He grabbed it. He even got an elimination for it. That's a big feat in his own.
Aiden and Bluty are right next to each other. Miff just got an elimination on the Trap God and the kill feed there. Poach is out of this one courtesy of Ronaldo, but Aiden and Bluty are right next to one another, and I wonder if Aiden saw him. Surely he did. He was walking out in the middle of the open.
I'm willing to put money that Aiden's going to be the first guy to hit big bonus. He is on a rampage right now. Look at that shot, breaking into the build, using the strategy of setting up the double wall to phase right through that floorboard. So clean.
Look at Nav.
He's at 4 limbs as well.
4 limbs. And okay, genuinely surprised with the resources. Has 383, 385. Look at all of those Stormwings in the sky.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to have a straight up dogfight. We're going to have a straight up dogfight.
We're going to see it. Someone's going to go against someone else. It's just about it's a matter of when, right? When are you going to take advantage of your position with the Stormwing? And here it is, just coming right in on Pleasant Park players.
Oh,
it's a nosedive.
Oh, he eliminated himself. Wait, did he? No.
Yeah, he did. Because remember, you take damage now when your plane your Stormwing explodes. Nad must have landed some shots. He took himself out.
Whoa, that.
It looks like Mitro's still alive in Pleasant Park as well, just outside of Goshan's presence.
Also, our observers, look at these. Look at the angles that they're getting here. I feel like I'm watching Saving Private Ryan.
Oh no, Gold School coming in on a fight here. That's 30 with the hit.
He's not really taking a lot of damage on that. He's taking some damage, but not. Oh, never mind. So Navis is still alive. Right. He took out the other player. I am just. There was so much that just transpired in that one moment.
He landed some shots, and then I think the damage from the explosion of the Stormwing on him. Right, that damage just kind of backfired. So, yeah, you might have a strat in pubs to just kind of squash players, but I don't think you're going to squash a pro that easy.
Man, this is just insane what we've seen so far. Match 1 here for the Winter Royale semifinals. Top 100 will move on to the finals that take place tomorrow.
Yeah, and just taking a little look at the map here, Pleasant Park is a hot zone. There's even what looks like a crate down to the north, but with so many Stormwings just flying around the map, it's so hard to read the world map. But look at the amount of players we have here. Pleasant Park is the place to avoid at the moment.
Yeah, you just simply do not want to be here. A lot of players are lingering on the outside too of Pleasant. There's the map. Everyone's kind of waiting it out, waiting for that next storm to start to come in, and then from there they're going to start to converge. But
that's right, and it's just been revealed, so you can see shots are being fired. Those lines that you see kind of flying out of each crosshair here, those are battles being engaged on, and the fast-moving arrows are basically players in the X4 Stormwing just taking domination in the sky.
It is a very different feeling too, because you're seeing these arrows move so fast. And you're like, wait a minute, there's no redeploy. What's going on here? This doesn't make any sense. No, it's the Stormwing. Everyone's flying.
Yeah, something important to note here. It's been 2 minutes since the last player's actually been eliminated. So even with the addition of the Stormwing, the amount of damage and pressure you can put in any given moment, it's still, players they're playing for that end game. They want to make it to the end.
Aiden is with 5 eliminations. Nav with 5 eliminations. Myth with 2, but Myth is actually taking some damage, and Myth actually just got eliminated by Vix.
Yep, and that's it. You see down there the new crosshair on the elimination feed. So clean. So unfortunately, Myth is going to get taken out here, just shy of 1 elimination for a point. Hopefully next round will be better for him.
Got to ring the bell. Come on. Here's Myth's moment. Not in the sun. And the player just popped up right behind him there. And
simple mistake. Didn't own the wall there. Made the quick edit and just catch him by surprise.
So that is a tough pill to swallow without a doubt. But now over to Zayt.
Look at this loadout on Zayt right here. This is a really nice loadout. He's got so much shield for days. He's at legit max resource cap here. So again, the resource count works a little differently this time around. It's 300 metal cap, 500 stone cap, and 700 wood cap. So a little bit different as far as the format goes, but overall, still a 1,500 resource pool.
It's going to make metal that much more valuable toward the end. You know, if a player's running with metal after building with wood and brick.
Look at all the extra resources he just has laying around from farming.
Yeah.
It's just extra. It's just getting dropped because he can't hold it all.
And he also just wants to own the walls as much as he possibly can, too. Yeah. So if he needs to edit out to fight a player, he can.
And Pleasant Park is just becoming more and more contested as players navigate towards the center here. E11 Blue Tea still alive. Eclipse alive. Chenza, it's a new name out here. And here's Aiden. Kind of found himself a little home in the center. It's not every day you see, Kansu / controller players making it to endgame, but I think Aiden's here to make a testament today.
This is a very interesting position that Aiden is going to find himself in. The low ground, and he's going to start getting targeted here.
That's what happens when you start putting pressure on players. They start to bite back. Aiden looking to get himself a battle.
And he's getting hit from not only the front, but also the right. You have Takata that's going to be hanging out as well.
Just behind the shack there.
Exactly.
It's really good spots.
He's in a really tough position. El Spectro. El Diablo.
I'm interested to see how the Stormwings interact with one another as the storm continues to get tighter and tighter. There is just less space in the air right now.
Not a lot of real estate to work with in the sky. No eliminations for Aiden, for Nav.
I mean, Mitro coming in at
still
second.
popping. He's still in this.
All these guys with 2 elims are just 1 elim shy of earning themselves a point, and it looks like Exer is going to get chunked down right there. So he is now, you know, risking his stay in this match at the moment. Snood's probably looking for elim, hopefully. Blue team needs an elim because also elimination players or eliminating players will get you some extra shield up.
So you're in this situation. You're Aiden in this moment. What is your play here? What are you looking to accomplish with where you currently are?
Yeah, quite honestly, like Aiden looks like he's trying to antagonize players around him to like get them to like make a play, right? So that's why he's editing the window. He wants to draw people out to him to expose themselves. But these guys are trying to play so passive because they have zone. They kind of lucked out in a way, you know? So there it is. Aiden looking for those edits. He just wants to, again, just antagonize players to try and come at him, but no one wants to take the bait.
Exer's still alive despite going down so low on HP. I mean, he's only going to have 49 to work with, taking some shots as well. Player's going to be right next to him. That was, oh boy, that was a hand cannon that has just been eliminating those walls.
Oh no, he's now on barely anything.
Armin with the elim there, stays alive. Back over to Aiden once again, still in the low ground, and as you said, still looking to antagonize some of these players.
Yeah, that's all he's doing here. E11 is Blue Tee barely held up on that ramp there. He's got to kind of fortify that a little bit more. That's interesting. He has a silent...
Silence pistol's the best pistol in the game.
Blue pistol, definitely great for, you know, just kind of pinging these walls and whatnot.
Yeah, and, you know, that's...
And no one can hear you.
No one can hear you. I believe that there's a lot of advantage in this silence pistol. If I have an opportunity, yeah, sure. If I had, like, to get, like, a... You know, one of the other submachine guns, that would be a little bit better. But hey, if you don't find anything and you got a silence pistol, it's better than nothing. You
got to work what you got, especially when ammunition is kind of scarce in the end game, right? So you got some light ammo to work with. Go ahead and burn it. But it looks like there's 45 players live, and I want to blame the Stormwing just a little bit here. I think players are scared to bring it to one another, but not Aiden. He's going in with a grapple play here, looking to get this next zone, and no one wants to bother him. That's a free rotation.
Yeah, he's just going to play this smart. And I like this as well. He goes a little bit out. He tries to just set himself up for success, give him some space. Rather than being cooped up in a 1-by-1, he can extend that just a little bit. You have Boys who's going to be out of this one. Nav is going to get it in. Nav with the chuckle. Oh, my word. That is not fair at all. And that will be Nav's 6th elimination in this game.
He is so close to the big bonus. 1 elimination, he gets that 3rd point, but then every elim after that is worth a full point. That will virtually qualify him at this point.
This is such a great spot for Nav to be in.
Lands a shot on Monsir. Nav is now having to pressure the storm on him. He's got to make a move. Mons looks like he lands a shot there.
No, Mitro ended up getting the elimination onto Ipon.
That's a points for him.
Aiden gets an elimination on Takata. That was a player that was going to be hanging out in the back, but here comes Nav on the move now with that grapple hook. He's going to set himself up in a 1-by-1. Snood drops Chenzo.
So clean. Grappler, perfect for these endgame rotations if you don't have
players.
a Stormer. They're basically rebuilding the map at this point. Snood looking for a victory royale. He's going for that high ground. Materials are so good on
Snood needs to be careful because there's a player that's right next to him as well, and actually he got knocked down, but we'll go over to Aiden real fast to just see what this play was. He ended up getting another elimination.
That's it, taking advantage of the chaos there. Aiden on another one, pushing overhead here. This is going to activate the big bonus if he can push his way through the build using that same play we saw before.
Trap. Oh, he paid.
Lovely.
He
dropped
the trap down and was able to get out of it before the trap activated, and Aiden is now with that 7 elimination territory. That is wonderful for Aiden here.
And he destroyed Snood in the process. He is just taking down these ghost players 1-by-1. Yeah, unfortunately too, right?
But those are his boys.
So good, so well.
All is fair in love and war.
That's right, and now he's going to go ahead and replenish his entire resource pool. He is to cap here, and it's now Aiden who's looking for the victory royale in the high ground. But he has to take care of these Stormwings.
This is going to be very, very tough for Aiden to overcome. Blue D's going to be right below him.
Honestly, I hope Aiden just changes his attention and just starts pinging out these planes. Please just do it. Get them out the sky. Stop giving them free rotations. These guys got to go.
Yeah, you got to take out these players here, and he's defending himself well if he needs to. But there's some shots behind him. Aiden's going to be in a world of hurt. Has to be very careful. He's going to get out of dodge with that one and run away using that grapple hook.
There
Smart
are
play.
31 players at a certain time. According to the Storm, players will start to take damage if you did not deal a certain amount of damage. So you want to be dealing damage to players. Aiden, obviously no problem here. He's probably leading the pack. All he needs is one Elim there, and that's a full point to him. He's on big bonus.
Big territory for Aiden to be in now. With that elimination, puts him up to 8 points. He gets a point for every elimination that he secures. If he was able to get the victory royale as well, that would be absurd. But there's so many players still alive, and we hadn't even talked about Zextro, who's flying high above everyone else, chomping at the bit, looking for that opportunity to jump on some of these players here. He has 2 eliminations, 72 hours as well, 3 eliminations.
Unfortunately, 72 might be his first victim because he's going to see him trying to heal here. All he needs is one Elim to get this point here. Can Zextro earn himself some score?
72 hours.
Still floating around. You can hear that glider coming in. Beanie's going to land on someone here. And Wig's still alive, the console player that we talked about.
Wigs is still in this?
Still in this. Representing for the Xbox community.
Controller gang all day. Console gang all day.
And there it is, Wigs. Man, 10 shots in the grappler. That's going to be great for these rotations. I think he's looking to get this top 10 right now.
If he can get top 10, speak volumes. Players going to be right in
Forget
front
top
of him.
10. It's another Elim right there.
Big elimination from Wigs. That is going to put him in the top 10, or almost to the top 10. Let's not get out.
He's so close. He's so close.
And one step closer to that moment.
He recognizes the player needs to heal here. This is another elimination just sitting in front of him. He needs one for a point, so it's going to be super important for him to look for an opportunity here.
Wait for that moment.
And there it is. He makes top 10.
Pressure is on for Wigs here, the only console player in this competition. He's going to get that high ground. Beautiful build, but
he lands a headshot there, just completely damaging that opponent. He's got complete air control at the moment, but only 70 stone.
Doesn't have a lot of resources to work with, but he does have that legend.
And he gets another Elim there. That's going to be a point for him.
Oh my word. This is happening.
When he elims someone, he's getting paid out a resource. I completely forgot. He's now replenished.
Voil's actually going to be stuck inside of the storm.
Walks into a trap, barely misses it.
Symphony eliminated himself. Voil's going to get the elimination on the Glycerin.
Voyo just needs one Elim right now. He'll get himself a 7-point. He's not going to get it.
Oh, no!
Som lands a clean shot. Now it's Wigs versus Som. There's someone else here.
And that...
Mateos versus Wigs. It is all coming down here.
Som's no HP. One. Gets the victory royale. Wow.
Absolutely chaotic ending.
What an ending that was.